play is vaguely about someone's life. Someone who decided when they were in their 20s to record what they think the last year is about. And so on an annual basis, this went on for now about 40 years. And on that day, having had a few drinks probably, Krapp will pick a tape. In this particular case, he picks a tape where the 39-year-old has just been listening to the 20-something-year-old and makes comments about it. Makes comments about the life he thinks he's leading, the life he thinks he will lead, his future, his past year. And listening to this is the 60-something-year-old whose life has not exactly turned out the way he might have hoped. I think it's about, if any of us could sort of go back in time and watch ourselves in our 20s or in our 30s, what would we think about it? And due to the magic of a tape recorder, which Beckett had never really seen or encountered since before he had I believe it was a BBC interview, and he found this machine so magical. So he wrote the play and he sets it in the future. Because if you set it in the present time, at that time, there's no way you could have put yourself on tape recorder for 40 years before. So I find that very intriguing. It all started because David and I were having dinner, and he told me that he wanted to get back on stage again. But he said he wanted me to direct him in Krapp's last tape. And he said, I trust you, you're candid with me. We've known each other for about 25 million years, 25 to be exact. And we've seen a lot of stuff together, we agree, usually, and we have a very good communication, we make each other laugh. We've taken it to everywhere from my 250-seat theater to a abandoned wine factory in Portugal. We've taken it to places that were maybe with 32 people in the room, or with, as I said, 250 people in the room. So all over the map. The reason David said he wanted to do it was because he wanted to get back to pure acting, which is just communicating a story to a bunch of people. I'm always struck by how moved people are in memory, I think in remembering their own lives if they were a certain age. And younger people seem to be intrigued by the whole notion of even having a past. But I think the one common denominator is they are intrigued. It makes people think. That's the one thing I think you can ask about from theater, is to make you think, maybe a day later. That's always when I've seen something. If I think about it a day later, it keeps bubbling up, then I say, well, that was something.